Hello Internet, I'm Mihai and it is the 8th part of the Terraform plus AWS beginners tutorial. Today I will introduce you to outputs. Before start working with the Terraform itself, I will install a new tool and it is IntelliJ. Till now we used Visual Studio Code to work in Terraform, but I prefer more to work with IntelliJ because it has a better Terraform plugin. Open the browser. Open your search engine and search here for IntelliJ. Open the link from JetBrains, accept, and let's find IntelliJ idea. That is it, it's here. Click download. If you don't want to use IntelliJ, for example, I will go to the main page and show you that JetBrains, they have a lot of tools. They have PyCharm, PHP Storm, CLI, and Rider. If you have another tool from this list, you can use it as well. Just download the Terraform plugin. I choose IntelliJ. I click on download. And if you want, you can download the free version for 30 days. After that, you will have to pay to use it. Or, by the way, I use Linux. If you are on another platform, choose your platform, but I'm on Linux. And come back to that price. If you don't want to pay after 30 days, you can try to use the community edition. It also has an Terraform plugin. I select TarGZ and click download. It asks me to download. It's just a tar package. You have to unpackage it and start using IntelliJ. I already did it before starting the video, so I will not download it because it's already downloaded. But I will download to show you how it looks like inside. Sorry. Let's wait for downloading. That is here. Just waiting. Okay, it finished. And if I unpack it, let's wait. I will have inside the bin folder, and here is the idea executable. Just run it on Linux and your IntelliJ will open. On Windows and on macOS, it works differently. I close it. As I told, I already have IntelliJ installed, so I just have to open it. But before I close this tab, now I open my IntelliJ project, IntelliJ IDE, not project, and now I open my project. Just click on open. Here I need to select the path to my project. It is here, TMP tutorial. So that is TMP tutorial. Click OK. Yes, I trust it. And that is the project. I can open it here and I see the first deployment folder, 2 input variables folder, 3 locals folder. And if I go to Git changes, I will notice that there are new files like MISC XML, modules XML, and ET. They are all inside the idea folder. That's that idea folder. I'm going to ignore it. So delete the git ignore file from the idea folder. And now in my git ignore file, just write here .idea/. And as you see, it ignores the idea folder. If I open a Terraform file, for example, main.tf, you see I have the information the plugin supporting .tf files is found, and I have to install it. I can click here to install that plugin, but I will show you the full path. Just open the file, settings, plugins, marketplace, search for Terraform, open it. Let's wait for loading. It's loading on the right side. And that is the plugin from JetBrains SRO, and install it. It will not take long. It was installed. Okay. And you see now I can see my fancy colors. One more time, if you don't want to use IntelliJ, PyCharm or other tool from JetBrains, you are free to use Visual Studio Code, not a problem at all. Why I like this plugin? Because it has a better integration with references to variables. For example, if I click my control button and I click on VPC setup, it finds that VPC setup in the locals file. If I click here with the control, it shows me all the implementations of that VPC setup locals. And it makes the navigation through the entire project, your Terraform project with many files, a lot easier than in VS Code. You can do it with variables as well. For example, do I have a variable here? No, I have the variables in locals. I just press on var with the control on allow effect and it finds me the variable. If I press with the control on allow effect, it finds me the usage. Very convenient, very nice tool which doesn't work good in VS Code. The last thing I want to show you is my .aws credentials in my home location, which I created in the previous part with locals. And if I open it, you can see that I already set up my profile. That is this one, which is already active and the user has administrator access. Let's close the file, I don't need it, and see in the next part.